The music box.
And when the Pied Piper began to play his magical flute, the rats came out of their holes and followed him. And they never would be seen in Hamlin ever again. Whew. And then what, huh? I can't read anymore. My legs got tired. Whew.
Simka, Nolik, something's rustling in there.
In where?
In Dad's office, it's on his desk. It's inside the wooden container.
So maybe there's a mouse inside it. Tom Thomas, sit right here while Nolik and I go and check. And if there's a mouse in there for real, then how are we gonna get it out? Those rodents are really so big. And why was I reading that book to you, huh? Just grab a flute, give it a toot, and the mice will scoot. And where are the flutes gonna come from? We'll make them. Toot, 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 toot. You got it? Sure I did. Wait a second. Let's get a little closer. See? It's just like I told you. No more mice in there. So let's toot a little more so they won't go back in. All right.
So you're the ones messing around out here.
Oh, Grandpus, it's you here.
All day I can't work on what I need to do. Right from the start, someone's opening up the top, and then you two tooting.
It was Simka who came up with the tooting. Just because you're afraid of mice. Wow, what kind of machine is this?
Well, what do you think?
A coffee grinder?
No.
A hole puncher? Is it a foot scratcher? What? Well, a machine for scratching your feet.
You're joking all the time, you. It's a music box, and it's just wonderful. Music boxes were invented more than 200 years ago. Inside, there is usually a cylinder with short pins sticking up from it. In front of the cylinder, there is a comb with metal teeth of different lengths. If you pluck one of the teeth, it will make a pleasant sound. A short tooth makes a higher sound, and a long one, lower. When the cylinder spins around, the pins pluck the different teeth, and music plays.
Awesome! So what's broken in here?
The spring slipped off. It has to be pushed back into the right place. Will you help? There we go, that's better.
How come the music's not playing?
First, you have to wind up the spring with the key.
Tidish! I know who can wind up the spring. Well, Tom Thomas, can you guess what kind of machine this is?
A paper cutter. How about a hole puncher?
You're such a joker. Now don't go and tell me it's a foot scratcher.
Then I don't know.
Then wind it up with the key and you'll find out. Do you want to know how the higher and lower sounds come out? Put a regular ruler over the edge of a table. Hold down one end of the ruler and pluck on the other. The shorter you make the end hanging off the table, the higher the sound will be. The teeth inside of a music box work the same way. And bells work the same way too. The smaller the bell, the higher it rings. The sound of a violin or a guitar depends on how thick the strings are. Fat strings make a lower sound, and thin strings, a higher one. How tight the string is also makes a difference. Take a piece of string or a rubber band. Tie one end to a doorknob and pull on the other end. With your free hand, pluck the string. The tighter the string gets stretched out, the higher the sound. If you want, you can even play a tune.
I think I got it now. It's an old player for music.
That's close, but not it. A music box is what they call it.
I just said that. So what was it in there,
Just a broken spring.
It's not the thing I'm dying to know. Who was moving around there?
All I'll say is we, Tom Thomas, won't let that secret out.
Shh. The string lights.
We're almost all done. Yeah. Now Santa Claus is gonna come over. He'll say, 1, 2, 3, lights light up the tree. Then we'll get our presents.
The real Santa Claus?
Yeah, for sure.
The real Santa Claus will come to you?
You'll see for yourself. He comes to me every year. Okay, so let's practice. 1, 2, 3,
lights light up the tree.
Huh? Oh, the string light's burned out. And we don't have another one.
Tom Thomas, Santa Claus is almost here. Is the tree ready?
No, not quite yet.
Oh no. What are we gonna do? I'll be right back. Tom Thomas, what do you think? Will Santa Claus give you any presents if there aren't any lights on the tree?
No way. It's not right without the light. It just wouldn't be magical.
Papus, Marcia, Santa Claus is about to come to Tom Thomas, but the string lights on the tree, they all burned out.
They all burned out? Really? The bulbs in a string light are connected together like a chain with a piece of wire between each bulb. When you turn on a string light, electricity flows through the wire, lighting up each of the bulbs along its way. But if any of the bulbs gets burned out, the circuit will be broken, and the electricity will stop flowing. That means one bad bulb will make all of the lights go out. So if you want to fix a string light with a bad bulb, the answer is really simple. Just find the bad one and put a new one in. So, do we have a spare bulb around here?
I'll get it for you. I know where it is. Tom Thomas, hold up Santa Claus for a while. We need a little time to find and replace that bad light for you.
I'll try to.
Tom Thomas, Santa Claus is already here.
Ho, ho, ho!
I got one thing to do.
So, let's find the bad bulb.
Okay, Papoose, let's go.
This one's working.
Maybe this one burned out.
Nope.
And that?
It lights fine.
Santa Claus is getting very hot out here.
Hold on. Simka, what's up?
We checked all the bulbs, but couldn't find a bad one.
Huh. I guess this year won't be magical. Okay, Mom, just come on in.
Ho, ho, ho! Hello there, Tom Thomas. So tell me now, have you been good all year? Huh, why aren't the lights on the tree burning? So then let's say it together. 1, 2, 3.
Ow! Papoose, I found one more bulb.
Here's the one that's not working.
1, 2, 3. Light up the tree.
Huh! Now we need to replace this bulb with a new one.
So where's Marcia?
Show your light, O tree. Hooray! Ho, 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 ho!
Whew, that was really hard. I see you already got it shining. But where did you manage to find a new bulb?
We got Papoose to act as the bulb. Tidish!
Tidish!
Ah, what a hero. Pull me up so we can put this bulb in.
On Christmas Eve, on Christmas Eve, on Christmas Eve, our spirits light up.
Whoa!
And on the tree,
Yeah!
on Christmas Eve,
Nice box.
the lights burn brighter. Every year when no one is expecting, from some place that no one could conceive, appears a little miracle before us. Every year on Christmas Eve, 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 the clock it seems on Christmas Eve is ticking slower. Then suddenly, on Christmas Eve, a miracle on Christmas Eve. No one believes Fixie was